think one of the fun things about junk journaling is the opportunity to do something unexpected and just to experiment with the ways that you can create within your journal pages. And so today I'm going to be working on the prompt of hidden message, which is for No Sew November, and I'm going to be adding some hidden elements to this junk journal. So I've got this no sew style that lays flat, and so I was thinking about the different ways that I wanted to add the hidden elements to this. So with this being an envelope style journal, I do want to add some tags to these pockets that have been created as I bound the journal. So I'm just going to trim down some of these tags so that they are the right size for this, and I guess in a way this is creating sort of a hidden element, so I could, you know, pop things on the backs of these tags. So I'm very much still, I think, in the stages of setting up this journal. So I feel like I've spent the first week of these prompts really setting the background and the way that the journal is constructed. So I'm definitely going to add these tags, I think, into here, and that way then I've kind of got that hidden element to play with. But I feel like that's a little bit too easy for this prompt, so I was thinking about other things that I could do with this format, and I actually did this part off camera just because I didn't want the pressure of trying to do this and then it being a fail on camera, but it actually worked out pretty well. So I'm going to show you, and we are going to have a little play with this layout that I've created. So as you know, if you've seen previous videos of this journal, that the pages are just all made with envelopes in a big long row. And what I decided to do was take some scissors and very carefully cut along the top and the bottom of this last page here so that we actually get a hidden page. And I thought that that would be a fun idea. I don't know if I'm going to do maybe a couple of these throughout the journal and just have a few that are like this, but I just thought that it would be a neat idea to have like an extra hidden page, and this gives me more real estate to work on. So I don't think I'm going to do this to every single one of these pages, but I just really like the way that this has given me now some more space to work on, and I can pop a paper clip or something just on one of the top or bottom edges here just to pin it in place, so it almost looks like a normal page in and of itself, and the same on the reverse there. But then once you take the paperclip off, I've then got an extra page. It got me thinking about my junk dory that I've done videos on previously, working in this sort of mini ring size journal here. And I did one of these pages where I had a brad on some tissue paper and did a little collage on top, and then that way then it can move like this. And so I thought that almost that creates a little bit of like a hidden element underneath there. So I decided to grab some sticker backing that I have saved here, and I thought that I could maybe add this to either on top of this or perhaps in here. And I've pulled out some little brads, but then I was thinking if I added this on the inside, then there might be a little bit of bulk for working on some of these pages. So I think I might add this just on top and have it as an extra layer. And so I thought if I added this to this page here with one of these brads, because of the way that I have cut open the envelope, you won't see the other side of the brad on the page, so it will kind of hide it in that sense. I think it needs to be a little bit shorter. And I like the idea of using this tissue paper here because you get that ghosted effect and I don't lose the imagery that I have underneath here, and then with the brad I'm still able to move it and get the full effect of what's underneath. I mean, I could staple it, but just with the brad I'm able to fully rotate it around the page. So I'm just going to pop it around about there, and then I'm going to carefully add one of these brads. It's a sort of antique gold kind of colour, and the other thing I like about this is that if I don't end up liking what I create on the front of this little piece here, I can just take it off and do something else. Like, I haven't completely gone over the top of whatever is on this page. And there you can see it moves around with the brad attached there. And so I've added another one of these here just on the reverse of the journal, and what I have done just to cover up the back of the brad is I've just added some washi tape there, and it kind of just blends in and you don't really notice it, I think, especially just because there's the markings here on this vellum piece, so your eye isn't particularly drawn to it, I don't think. And I've popped it just towards the top there so I don't get in the way of the pocket that can still be used to pop a tag in. So I'm just going to pop a tag in there whilst I'm thinking about it. That way then I can use that for something else. And I'm actually just going to take the string off, I think, just because there's quite a lot of that already going on with the tie that I've got for the journal, which is kind of annoying me, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just going to pop the tag in here, and I'm thinking I might need to cut out a little section here just to make it easier for me to get the tags in and out of the journal. But something that I'm tempted to do is also like cut out a window or something, similar to how I did with the front cover here, so that I can see the tag that's inside. But I've just popped that one in there, and let's go ahead and maybe add one further along here as well. And like I said, because I'm still in that stage, I think, where I'm sort of setting up the journal and the backgrounds and everything like that, I'm not bothered too much about actually decorating this tag. I'm just sort of putting it in there for now. And then I'm thinking I do want another page where it folds open to create that sort of hidden page that is a little bit like a tip-in, I suppose, but it's almost just more of a traditional bound journal effect almost. So we've got one at the back here, so let's maybe have it as this one potentially, or maybe we pop it here. Let's go for this one. So I'm just going to very carefully, you can see why I did this off camera the first time, because I was nervous that I was going to cut my journal in half, and then I was going to have to come to you all and be like, so today's video is a repair video because I have cut my journal in half, but luckily that didn't happen. And so I'm just going to very carefully trim along here, and then do the same along the bottom edge. And again, this is one of those things that would have been way easier when the journal wasn't bound, but I just didn't have the idea when it wasn't bound. And so there is another one of these sort of hidden journal pages in a way, where I've got a tag here, and then I also have, it opens out there onto a brand new journal page, and I will use a clip to keep that shut as well. I might add this piece here because this is when I was thinking about what I was going to do for this prompt, and I was just playing around with different pieces of paper that I had, and one of my thoughts was to do something that had a bit of a layered collage effect to it. And so can you see how, you might not be able to pick it up on camera, you can see through to the text on this. It's very faint, but you can see it more in person. And so I was thinking maybe I could have that as a sort of like hidden effect to the page, and then have it as something that is layered on the journal page. So maybe let's add this the other way round. So I'm just going to add this piece to the edge on this side, just for something a little bit different. And what I might actually do is also just trim the edge of the envelope, just so I don't have these sort of bits poking out here. And that way then I have some extra pieces along the edge of this page here as well, and then I've still got the extra piece that I have there, and then I can add a paper clip just to keep that all nice and secure, and that gives, you know, more of a layered effect, especially if I maybe had the pieces, hold on, let me take that back off, if I had them sort of at an angle almost and then put the clip on, that might be a little bit better. And then I just have more options then for how I want to decorate the pages. But that is my hidden page, so my extra one that is here, and then also at the back of the journal as well, another extra page there. So I'll just grab another paper clip just for this section as well. So I'll pop that maybe like so. So that's my extra page with this little sort of fold out piece that I've got going on there. And then I've also got one of those just on the reverse as well. And I think these will look really nice with some brush lettering over the top of them. So to have the lettering stand out from everything else that's going on the page. So those are my hidden pages that I have created for the prompt of hidden message. And not forgetting as well, of course, my tags that I've got included here as well. So quite a few hidden elements and things that I can definitely experiment with for the other prompts for this No Sew November list. So maybe that's something that you might want to try in your journal. Let me know what you have hidden in your journal pages for this prompt. I'd love to know, and I'm loving seeing everyone's pages on Instagram. If you tag me in the actual photo itself, not the caption because I might miss that, if you tag me in the photo so that it appears on my profile, I'm loving seeing everyone's pages, and I definitely recommend checking it out as well if you want to see what other people have been creating, because there are so many amazing pages. Thank you as always for spending some journaling time with me, and I will see you in the next one.